Good afternoon, Finovate. My name is Steve Frook, and this is Nick Simoti, and we're with an amazing fintech company called Horizn. At Horizn, we are absolutely obsessed with helping financial institutions with their digital banking goals and objectives. Today, we work with 45 different financial institutions, including large banks like Wells Fargo and RBC, regional banks like M&T Bank and Citizens Bank, a host of community banks and credit unions. So if you're a financial institution watching this demo, realize we've got something for you. We're going to talk about 3 different use cases today in our demo. So Nick, let's get started. In our first use case, we're going to talk about how Horizn helps financial institutions get more of their customers to be fully digital. And I say fully digital because while we do help get those non-digital customers to be digital, we're really focused today on being able to get those customers who are using 1 or 2 or 3 of your digital capabilities and growing them to be able to utilize all of your capabilities. How do we do that? Well, in this example here with BMO, we're showing the Horizn digital demo. In the case of BMO, when somebody visits a branch where they could easily have done that transaction on their mobile phone, that evening they get a message from BMO to say, thanks for coming into the branch today. Did you know that that transaction that you did in the branch could easily be done on your mobile phone? Here is how to do it. Also, what we do is we work with banks to be able to use predictive analytics to be able to analyze usage of certain types of transactions in the branch. And 1, 2, or 3 days before a customer is expected to be able to do that transaction, we send a message. In this case with M&T Bank, looking at a one-time mortgage payment. That concept of being able to send personalized messages to customers on transactions that they're about to do. Now, of course, we take these digital demos that we create and we also make them available in the branches. So when a customer comes in to do a transaction, that banker can actually show that customer how to utilize any innovation and capability. So if you're sitting there going, Steve, I wish all of my employees could be digital experts, Horizn can make that possible. The second component that we wanted to talk to, or digital banking objective that we wanted to highlight, was the importance of making sure that when you launch new innovations and capabilities, it actually gets used by the intended audience. Today, roughly 70% of new innovations and capabilities that get launched don't get used by the intended number of customers. Horizn solves that problem. In this first demo with Banner Bank, we're highlighting the Horizn Digital Academy, where we make sure that every single one of your frontline employees are all digitally aware, fluent, confident, and ready to be able to engage customers. It's a gamified platform where there's points and badges. They walk through all of the content that you're about to launch so that on day 1 of launch, they're already 1 step ahead of the customer. We tie in social aspects to our discussion boards and then also tie in leaderboard capabilities, really being able to engage the clients. Now, once again, we take these demos that can be used in the branch, and on day 1 of launch, you can imagine having your frontline team members all ready to highlight, in this case with Banner Bank, a PFM tool that they had recently launched. What ends up happening is you increase multiple times the number of digital conversations you have, and then also be able to deliver great results on launch day. We also do this with a lot of banks with launching new apps. In this case with Forefront Credit Union, we notified their members before the launch of the new app. Let them know what the app was going to look like, walk them through these capabilities, and then use these same demos on launch day and post-launch day to provide a very smooth launch. Now, the third component we wanted to talk to you about today is the idea of being able to reduce the number of calls coming into your call centers for digital banking related calls. They make up roughly 50% of what we see coming into contact centers today. And what we're focused on is providing self-serve options for your customers so that you can reduce the number of calls that you're receiving. In this first example with First Horizn, we tie these digital demos directly into all product pages, FAQ pages, and above the phone number for the contact center. So a client looking for an answer on how to do anything from a digital standpoint is able to get a really rich answer. Now, of course, we can do that as well with your search on your website. In this case, with Banner Bank, somebody goes to Banner Bank, they're looking for information on Zelle. Well, what do you say we actually serve up some digital demos for them and show them exactly how to utilize those capabilities? Same thing goes for search. Perhaps your customers or members aren't coming to your website with their question. They may be going to their favorite search engine. This example with Wells Fargo, how do I reset my password, and incorporating SEO, what happens? You guessed it, Horizn serves back a digital demo to be able to answer those questions. A lot of you may be looking at chat and the idea of being able to provide high-quality chat services on your website. These digital demos work great. So just imagine if someone's doing a search on how to enroll. Imagine if we were actually able to send them back a digital demo. In this example with Nationwide, that is exactly what we do. So from a Horizn standpoint, I just walked you through 3 different components. We talked about how do we get customers fully digital. The second demos that we looked at the idea of how do we epically launch capabilities. And then the third one, we looked at the idea of being able to reduce the number of calls coming into your contact center. As we mentioned at the beginning, we are Horizn. We are the leaders in digital adoption, growth goals, and capabilities for financial institutions. If you've got goals around digital at your institution, Nick and I sure would like to see you. Thank you very much.